everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have pulled out my Paige Evans Whimsical collection, and you can see here that I am hacking paper number 12 to pieces, and I am going to fussy cut all of those flowers in that paper. I'm not going to make you watch all of that, so I will be skipping ahead to where I have fussy cut them all. And I love fussy cutting, so it was really not a big thing for me. It was quite a joy. So what I did was I placed all the flowers in the formation that I liked, and I decided not to move them because I knew I wouldn't be able to quite get them in the same spots as they are right there, and I really liked where they were. And you can see top left hand corner there's this little spot for where a photo can go. Now at that stage I hadn't chosen a photo yet, so some of these flowers I am going to be popping up on some foam adhesive just to give the layout some extra dimension and interest. And I really wanted to do some background work. I've got a very nice floral stencil, and I thought I could do some, to put some texture paste through a stencil and to just have some texture on the background. But then having the flowers all in that formation, I was quite lazy, and I thought to myself, no, I didn't want to take it all up. And I record on my phone, so I can't take my phone down and take a picture, and yeah, logistics. So you can see there on the right hand side I have finally chosen my photo, and this photo is of Emma, and she was about 2.5 years old, and it was about a month or so after we arrived in Dubai. We went to one of the other Emirates and we just sat in the sea, and I mean the sea was quite flat, and you know, it's sort of for about 50 meters, it's about ankle deep, and you can see the little fishies swimming between your feet, and there's lots of shells, and it's quite nice for little kids to just have their goggles on and check everything out underneath the water. So that's where that photo is coming from. So she's sitting in the water. And I thought I would cut up this other page number 13 of the Whimsical collection and use one of the frames to frame the photo. And I used one of the frames that I knew I wouldn't use the inside of the frame. Now, I love that bird that was the inside of the frame. It's gorgeous. But compared to all the other frames, I thought that would be the one that I would most likely not use for something specific. So I cut it up and I used it as a frame for my photo. Now I am going to be cutting up some more of those frames just to layer behind my photo, and you can see I'm thinking there of what to do next. And you'll see as I place the other frames that I'm going to be layering behind my photo, there's some words in the little frames and some sayings, and I try to have the words and the sayings sort of peep out from behind the photo that I've got framed over there. The one frame will say sweet thing, and the other frame will say always find time for things, and the other one will say all the good things. So it's related quite, you know, nicely to this, to this layout. So at that stage I wanted to start gluing everything down, and I'm not going to make you watch this. I'm going to fast forward this as well, because it did take me quite a while to stick everything down and to get everything just perfect. So I'm not going to make you watch this. And there you go, I'm just sticking down the last little bits of what I wanted to do there. And at that stage I was still thinking I should have done some texture work on the background, but yeah, I think I was just too lazy to take off all of those flowers and reposition them and get them in a position that you know, that I liked again, and I knew I liked where it was at the moment. So there you can see I'm cutting out those other frames that I'm going to be using, and I'm just looking for a yellow frame. I think I needed a pop of yellow, and there is this there's one yellow frame that says Foxy, and I thought, no, that's I don't want to use that on this layout. And then the yellow frame that I'm going to be using is that one I'm cutting up, and it's got a little flower bouquet on it, and it says all the good things, and I thought that would be more appropriate for this layout. And that frame I'm cutting up, it's also got a little bouquet on it, and it says always find time for things. It's really cute. So as I said, I'm going to be placing all of them and layering them behind my photo. So yes, so I really like to read all your comments and all the nice things you guys have to say. It's very encouraging, and I do read every single comment. I get a notification on my email every time somebody comments on one of my videos. Even if you watch a video from a year ago, I get a notification, and I do read the comments, and it's always very encouraging. And I just want to thank all of you that do watch my videos for all your kind words and all your encouragement. And it's very encouraging to me that something I do and something I share like this is inspiring you to get your craftiness on, and to do all your things, and to get your photos out, and to document your photos and all of that. I never thought that this channel could grow as it has grown. So I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so that's very encouraging to me. And yeah, so nevertheless, I love doing what I'm doing at the moment, and it's very time consuming to make a layout, and then all the post-production things of editing and doing the voiceover and loading it up onto YouTube and all of that. But you know, I like to share what I make, and as I said, it's because of all your nice comments and your interest in what I do that's very encouraging. So I'm just going to be adding some of those enamel shapes. Now, I had them on another layout, and I took them off because they weren't quite working for me on the other layout, but for this layout they were just perfect. So I'm going to be using the tiny little dots and then some of the butterflies. The orange is a bit, it's very orange. I'm not a fan of the massive enamel orange shapes. So I'm going to be using all the other enamel shapes and just sprinkling them around in between the masses of flowers that I've got going there. And as you see, I just stuck my photo down on some foam adhesive as well, just to pop it up and add some texture and dimension to that photo. As there's so much going on in this layout, and the photo is so teeny tiny, I needed it to pop up a little bit more. And I spoke about this a while ago, about photos and documenting what you have, and not editing your photos too much to document them. And it's something that's really been on my heart lately. And if you go look through your photo albums, none of them are really, I mean, you know, they're family photos, they're candid photos, the lighting isn't always the best, somebody's head might be cut off, or their feet might be cut off, or you know, they just, it's life, and you're documenting life. And this is what I want to sort of echo with my scrapbooking, is that my photos aren't always going to be these model, incredible, edited, Instagram worthy photos. My photos are of real life. It's my family, it's my kids, and it's basically just documenting our life together. And you know, even if you don't have those Instagram worthy photos, don't be scared to document the photos that you have. If you want to, then obviously go ahead and edit the photos and then reprint your photo. I mean, I really don't have any issue with that. But for me, at the beginning, I went through the stage where I did edit all my photos, and I wanted them all to look perfect, and I monkeyed the the life out of the photos. But I've just decided the last couple of weeks that, you know what, I want my life to reflect the day-to-day and how we are. Our life isn't an Instagram life. Our life is life. And I'm not saying that I'm never ever gonna scrap a photo that is edited. I'm just saying that feel free to, you know, scrap those photos that aren't the Instagrammable photos. That's the life photos, that the photos that aren't the good lighting, and you know, because that's life, and that's what you're going to want to see one day, and it brings back memories, and it brings back all of those emotions when you look back on your layouts, on the photos. So I am going to be adding some Heidi Swap color shine just in those open white bits, and that is going to be it for this layout. It came together really quickly. I think once I fussy cut all those flowers and put them in the right formation, it was a fast layout, and I really loved doing this layout. So if you have any comments, please leave them down below in the comment section, and please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I would love to have you on my channel, and I will see you again soon. Bye.